This time of year, a good hoodie is absolutely essential, but it's tough to find one that will last through the season. That's why the American Giant Classic Full Zip Hoodie is made to last a lifetime, so you can count on it to bring you comfort and warmth year after year. Slate Magazine called it the greatest hoodie ever made, and from cotton to zipper, it's made right here in the USA. With timeless style, heavyweight fleece, a double-lined hood, and reinforced elbow patches, you can depend on it for years to come. Snag the hoodie that will bring you comfort for life, the American Giant Classic Full Zip, and save 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com when you use code CLASSIC24 at checkout. That's 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com, code CLASSIC24.
Carl Eugene Watts. Carl Eugene Watts, infamously known as the Sunday morning slasher, was an American serial killer who is believed to have murdered more than 80 women across multiple states from 1974 to 1982. Watts' killing spree, marked by its randomness and brutality, made him one of the most feared and elusive killers in American history. Early life and psychological issues. Born on November 7, 1953, in Eugene, Texas, Carl Eugene Watts had a troubled childhood. His parents divorced when he was young, and he struggled academically, showing signs of a learning disability. Watts was also a sickly child, often suffering from meningitis, which some experts believe may have contributed to his later violent behavior. As a teenager, Watts began to show signs of deep psychological problems. He was arrested multiple times for violent assaults on women, and by the age of 15, he had already developed an obsession with attacking females. Watts later claimed that he began fantasizing about killing women when he was just 12 years old. The murders. Carl Eugene Watts's killing spree began in 1974 when he was just 20 years old. Unlike many serial killers, Watts did not follow a specific pattern or target a particular type of victim. His victims were of various races, ages, and backgrounds, making it difficult for law enforcement to link the crimes. Watts would often stalk his victims, selecting women who were alone and vulnerable. His attacks were swift and brutal, usually occurring on Sunday mornings, which led to his nickname, the Sunday morning slasher. He would strangle, stab, or drown his victims, often leaving little forensic evidence behind. Watts's ability to evade capture for so long was due in part to his random selection of victims and his transient lifestyle, moving from state to state. Capture and trial. Watts was finally captured in May 1982, after an attack on 2 women in Houston, Texas, one of whom survived and provided a description of her attacker. Despite the horrific nature of his crimes, Watts initially faced charges only for burglary with intent to murder, for which he received a 60-year sentence. The full extent of his crimes was not revealed until later, when he confessed to murdering 13 women in exchange for immunity from the death penalty in Texas. However, in Michigan, where Watts had also committed murders, he was tried and convicted of 2 murders in 2004, thanks to DNA evidence. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Death and legacy. Carl Eugene Watts died of prostate cancer on September 21, 2007, while serving his life sentence in a Michigan prison. Despite his death, the true extent of his killing spree remains unknown, with some estimates suggesting he may have killed more than 100 women. Watts's case is particularly chilling due to the sheer randomness and brutality of his crimes. His ability to evade capture for so long, coupled with the wide geographical spread of his murders, made him one of the most elusive and prolific serial killers in American history. His story serves as a chilling reminder of the dark potential that can exist within seemingly ordinary individuals.